I'm gonna be the fat guy.
I knew it. Ooh, hold on. Which one do I want to be? Oh, they have different abilities?
Yeah.
Man. Who's like the just average? Like,
How do I watch?
I have no idea. You could probably just pick a random one, and it'll probably work out.
I bet it's this guy.
I love listening to the sound of crunching.
It's Anthony, man. It's just, he's opening econ rolls. They're
Oh my god.
cans.
I just muted them for a minute.
How do you do that?
You can right-click on their name and click mute client.
Well, you're ridiculous.
I wonder if they know
God,
that I muted him.
Is he muted on the stream too?
Yeah, well, they just hear what I hear, and so if I can't hear him, then he's muted.
Suck it.
Are
Okay,
you,
So,
Trig? Are you still doing that? Do you know that you've been muted?
I muted him too.
Back? Am I back?
You're
man?
back now.
It's me and you.
All right, thank you.
I'm bringing him back so that he can maybe talk
Alright.
now.
No. I'm glad to be back. Glad to be back.
God, they have like 10 bags of Doritos over
It's a Dorito party over there. Gaming Not Guaranteed, sponsored by Doritos.
there. Oh, that
Proudly
reminds me.
sponsored.
This is Stephen Colbert's last week.
That's crazy.
Thursday-
Did you guys
Colbert
did,
Thursday
Report.
is his last episode.
did you guys see the Obama episode?
That's bullshit. Oh, did you do the word?
He did. He called it the decree.
Him as host was the shtick.
That's kind of weird. Do you think? Do you guys have political
it?
discussions on this show?
Oh yeah, yeah. Anything relevant to anything except for
Oh,
Okay.
you
except
mean-
we're supposed to talk about anything other than what we're playing.
Okay.
and
Right.
Speaking of which, it's your
Spent the
turn.
first- So you spent the first hour breaking that rule.
Yep.
Well,
Okay. Can we break that rule again, and you can tell me what I'm supposed to be doing?
They have the rules on the bottom again, but basically, you have your cards that you can play, and whatever you place them next to, the inner numbers make your strength value, and the outer numbers make your defense, I think. And in order to actually attack me, you want your strength to equal my defense after you play the card.
Or be greater?
No, just equal.
Wait, which one's yours?
It should show on my character on the right. You'll see my health, defense, and attack, and fury mode.
Uh-huh.
So, right now, your attack is 2 because the inner numbers are 2. Or maybe it's the outer numbers. It says at the bottom.
so did you,
Oh, Jesus.
you guys are still trying to figure
Just
Wait a
try
minute,
placing a
so-
card and you'll see some of the numbers
This was
change.
your solution to the last game?
Yeah. Because I believe
an even more complicated game?
it's not complicated. This literally involves placing one card every turn, and there are only 2 numbers to manage. This is so uncomplicated that like you'd have to be handicapped to not understand it. It just
I just
yes,
want
you
to
don't
waste time
correct. So
explaining
just
to
click
me.
stuff and you'll figure it out. I believe you. I believe in you, Matt.
I don't want to waste.
This is why only the 2 of us are playing, is because I'm sure that you can understand it without me explaining it, whereas they apparently couldn't.
Well,
I'm
you
still
weren't doing
going
a very
to
good
click.
job of explaining it, though.
I'm just. Oh, whoop. I clicked.
Yeah, we're just filling dead air now, yeah.
We are 89.
Are you eating pasta with your hands?
stuffed in
Oh, it's
fucking
stuffing.
blend?
Doc, why do I have 4 cards?
Because you clicked on the deck to draw cards. Now you have to
So-
play cards.
Did you guys happen to see the
Play them where?
the Star Wars?
Click on the
playing
card and
thing?
put it next to one of your cards.
What? Did you guys
Just
happen
take
to see
it-
the new Star Wars stuff?
Oh yeah, with the cool lightsaber thing.
No. With they were announcing the characters' names.
No, I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, they announced. Okay, the Black Stormtrooper's name is Finn. Let me look. Hold on, I had it pulled up somewhere around here. Black Stormtrooper's name is Finn. That chick is named Ray. And somebody, the pilot, I guess his name is Poe Dameron. And the guy holding the lightsaber is Kylo Ren or something.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Yeah, they announced a couple of them. I don't know if they announced all of them though.
Why did they announce the names of the characters? Like, what
What
is?
if there was a credit card where the reward
I
was
mean, everything's so
What is
secretive
that?
around the new movie.
Yeah, what does that do for anyone though? Like, do you think there's anyone that's super excited for knowing the names of the characters? I wonder.
I think more people are worried about whether or not it will follow like the extended universe canon,
Gotcha.
and so they want to know the base of the story. And from
I guess
what
that makes
understand,
sense.
from what I've read, because I've read a lot of extended universe Star Wars, and I mean I've never heard of any of these people that they're announcing, so I'm assuming they're just starting a whole new canon of books essentially after these movies are made. Like,
Oh, gotcha.
it's gonna rewrite everything. So.
They've discussed though that if
No
anything going forward with Walt Disney's
Choose player.
with Walt Disney's canon, anything going forward that had already been published in any format, if it disagreed with what they said was fact, it was becoming non-canon, which threw up a lot of previously, like the whole Thrawn trilogy, the whole that
I mean, just
entire.
people aren't excited about this new
Well,
movie. Like,
the
they
thing
are 'cause
is
it's
that
Star Wars,
you
but-
don't know. You don't know if going forward now this new film trilogy is going to invalidate a lot of long-term, very important
books and stuff, but
things that like the
But these were
most
movies
popular
before they were
books
books,
in
so-
the extended universe.
as someone who has read the extended universe, like, you know, just because we wrote that shit in between movies and stuff like that doesn't, you know, that's just what people write to keep the story going. And
But
now
was
these movies are
previously
canon.
acknowledged as actual canon by George Lucas and Lucasfilms and all them. They recognized
Well, essentially, that
this.
stuff is now fan fiction. I
Yep.
guess, you know, that's exactly
There's a lot
what it
of,
is now.
and there's a lot of things that did it. The Halo games did the same thing. They,
Yeah,
You know
The-
what? I can appreciate what
Hold
JJ.
on. Let him.
J.J.
let
Abrams-
Doctor finish. Doctor finish.
Well, because yeah, I had a problem with the books for Halo. Seemed to expand a lot of really interesting plots that would have been really cool to see in future Halo games, and then most of the Halo games just pooped on them.
Well, what
Yeah,
books
yeah,
do you read?
yeah.
Most of the books took place between, before, or slightly after the games.
Only one of them. There were like 7 books by the end.
I've read at least that many Halo books. There's been more than that. Well, more than
Right.
that now.
But like First Strike, they did a lot of stuff that they never addressed. Or even Ghosts of Onyx proposed a whole second
Ghost of Onyx was like the 5th one.
Yeah.
That was way late.
Wait, what did Ghost of Onyx? propose?
Ghost of Onyx was before Halo 3 was released.
Yeah, what was that even about? Was that about the Spartan?
Ghost
2s?
of Onyx was one of the
Spartan 3s, rather.
bigger
Yeah.
printed.
They were doing the
books.
Spartan 3s, right?
Yes, they
That
were.
one? Okay, I'm just making sure. Because Master Chief's
I have
Spartan 2, Anthony. Trigby.
That's how it works. Okay. But yeah, Ghost of Onyx came out before Halo 3 and presented what seemed like a possible way to like defeat the Flood, and then Halo 3 just decided to be like, "Oh, never mind. The Flood are gone now cuz we blew up a planet."
Yeah.
Ignore what happened in Ghost of Onyx, and there will never be any
Which
new
is bullshit.
Spartans.
Which
Right.
is bullshit.
I agree.
But there are the new Spartans
Yes, but
already, just
it's-
without the Flood.
How many iterations? You could look at it like this. You take the success of the very first few generations of Spartans, and every single one away from, Spartan Prime is diluted. So you're cutting his power one way, then cutting it again every single generation of a new one? Or do you have the prime condition of the original best Spartan?
I don't think the Spartan stuff wasn't like they weren't children of the other
No.
Spartans.
No, they were just they
But it
took
was
them as
harvesting.
children.
It was harvesting children and subjecting them to various iterations of
bionic, experiments.
artificial augmentation, of which there were several generations. I didn't mean children in the sense
Right.
of they were breeding new ones. I mean children in
And then
you were the
Spartan 3 was
generation
entirely
before me. I
volunteer-based,
am
too.
what they learned from your generation applied to my generation of new children.
Right.
Well, Spartan 2 was forced conscription. Spartan
They were
3s
all-
were volunteered.
They were all
Okay, I'm saying specifically that Spartan 2s were conscription, forced conscription. Spartan 3s were all volunteer-based Marines or ODST.
Yeah. I
they
forget.
took John's generation at what 5 or 6 as a
6, yeah.
as under the guise of yeah, they took them all in, had them tested for X amount of months, let
put a
them go
clone.
back.
They
under
they
the guise,
kidnapped
they-
him and then cloned and had
They
put a
cloned
clone.
them, but no, that was after they let them back.
No, they didn't let them
And
go
they
back.
never came back.
No, they never went back to their homes.
That's what I'm saying.
They
I'm saying
kidnapped
took the
him, put a clone in the
clone
position.
back, and the clone
The
died.
clone
That's
died
what
in
I'm
a year.
saying.
Clone died in a year, and then they were taken to training. Well, before that, obviously.
So yes, continue.
That I don't remember what we were continuing with anymore.
I think this started from the Star Wars thing.
Oh yeah, well it started from basically saying that a lot of things tend to ignore books as things that don't start as books tend to have books written about them and then not consider them canon anymore arbitrarily, which is kind of a disappointing fact of.
Yeah, but at the same time, I enjoyed reading those books. Like, even if they're considered probably, like, most of it is going to be considered non-canon, I'm assuming, after these movies, but I still
Right.
enjoyed reading them. They're still good stories and probably going to be better than the movies in the long run, but
There was a noticeable amount of what was formerly Star Wars canon that got invalidated by the prequel trilogy.
right.
Things that had been written since the last one of the original trilogy,
Right.
and the first prequel came
Yep.
out, got invalidated by that subsequent trilogy.
Right.
Exactly.
So you can expect the exact same fucking thing. Now you even
But not
have
all
a
of it's gonna
new
be
you
destroyed.
have a new IP owner, completely different company who is now controlling what they want to make real in their universe, what they want to then hopefully establish as a franchise and continue for the next fucking million years.
I mean, I think over 3 movies, we're going to see that not as much of this canon is invalidated.
I think they want to make $300 million success
It's gonna
films
be a billion
and
dollar
then
film.
make 15 more after that.
Yeah, well, no.
They don't want to.
can't.
They're not in it for the short run and then sell it again. They're in it for the long run, and assuming that this will be a cash crop until fucking time ends.
I mean, we're going to see a lot more Star Wars related TV shows, I'm assuming, because that new one, Star Wars Rebels, is coming out after Clone Wars ended.
Animated,
Yeah, animated.
like
Rebels.
CGI still.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
just like Clone Wars was, except it's going
If
to
they
come out
could
as
do that, if they could do something like that,
It's gonna be Star
I'd
Wars Rogue,
perfectly
or Star Wars
happy.
Rebels or whatever, and it's
I'd be
entirely based on the
perfectly
Rebels.
happy with
Yeah,
them
absolutely.
continuing something like that.
That's fine with it. I mean, that's
Because
not
they can
that's not
make it-
interfering with canon. That's
If they
in
can
between
write
movies.
it, and if even outside of it,
So,
but
like,
if
stuff
they
like
can
that's in
have
between
it's
movies.
cheaper. It's cheaper to make an animated show like that,
Right.
than produce.
And I think
anything
that's
else.
what Disney's going to start doing, because that's just that's money in itself by views alone.
Disney
because
now
you're Star Wars
owns.
fans.
Disney now owns the IP for both Star Wars and
Star Trek.
no Star Trek. What's his name? J.J. Abrams.
Right.
is in control of it for now, but no, Star Wars, Marvel,
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
Pixar.
right. That's
I'll
right.
say
I forgot
Marvel.
about that.
What are we playing? Are you trying to
Who
sneak under
knows?
us?
Oh, now you feel like us, huh?
No, I actually. Am I winning?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you technically I've taken damage already.
Right.
Oh yeah, look, he's winning.
Oh, wow.
I
No,
still
no,
have.
Oh no,
hardly-
but you're losing to me. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, we're running out of time on this episode of Gaming Not
Really?
Guaranteed, actually. We've been doing this for more
We're
than
never
2
out of
hours already.
time. Who gives
Well,
a
yeah, I
shit?
know. That's why
We're
I
never
said
out
we
of
spent the
time.
first hour trying to figure out what the hell that game was.
There's never a short. We can keep going.
I mean,
Don't be a bitch.
I thought there are these 2-hour episodes. Or...
No,
Give
we're
or
not
take,
restricting
yeah.
Anything.
Well, what's your longest episode?
That's what the
Just over
network
2
told
hours.
them.
Yeah, the network told us we're only allowed to have 2 hours. They have to air America's Next Top Model after us, so
Oh, of course, of course. I
These
understand.
episodes air at 3:30 in the morning in North Korea.
Hey, that's a viewer basis, man. Okay, they have to watch that. They don't have a choice.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You guys literally made a deal with the devil.
Yeah. Aunt, what are you
Kim,
eating now?
Kim Jong Un.
Aunt, stop eating. What is this? Like, I'm the fat kid, and I'm telling you to stop eating.
I don't hear any bags opening or things
What are
crushing.
these?
What are you talking about?
I'm so confused.
I brought this. It's wrapped up.
I think I'm
You
gonna
guys know
wrap
what
up
these
this
are?
episode of Gaming Not Guaranteed.
Okay,
It's-
wrapping it up.
Poison these.
It's been a wonderful night. Everyone can have a good
So
time.
confused on what these things are.